So good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, August 24th. Super excited because we have the opportunity to talk about Resnick Creative today. So hopefully everyone had a great weekend. This is our final week, and then we have our culmination next Tuesday. So we're excited about that to just go over our progress and all the things we've been able to go through. To talk about and learn together. So Resnick Creative, this is our focus today. It is a super cool site that provides an opportunity for you to download these PowerPoint games for free, games that you may have watched on TV as a child or even played. So you see here, if you scroll through, there's Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? They have the 100,000 Pyramid, Chain Reaction, Deal or No Deal, Family Feud, Jeopardy, Lingo, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? They even have Wheel of Fortune and so many other games. So today we're actually going to learn how to create Jeopardy, and that is going to be led by our very own Erica Winston and Gracie Rodriguez. Take it away, ladies.
All right, good morning, everyone. So I'm going to share my screen. So the game settings.
It's showing that it says Erica has started screen sharing, but it's not showing your screen just yet. And then also too, your sound is going out a little bit. So maybe turn off your video and hopefully that'll help some. All right, so it looks like Erica is frozen a little bit. So let's stop your share. And then looks like she was kicked out, but that is okay. Hang tight for 1 second, everyone, and we're gonna get this going. All right, so as we discussed, or as I mentioned, we are going to focus on Jeopardy today, which we're super excited about. With Jeopardy, it's really cool because it's in a PowerPoint version, so you have the ability to do some editing with it. It also has information there that focuses on how, like what you should and shouldn't do with the PowerPoint, so you have that particular information. So let's go through this. I am currently sharing my screen and it has the Jeopardy slides on here. And so it's in PowerPoint version. And if you scroll down on the left side, you see the different PowerPoints that are listed here, the different slides. And so you see this first piece that has begin game and settings. And then as you click through, it'll go through, it has the different PowerPoint slides itself. In order for you to edit the slides, to do any editing with the settings piece, you need to make sure you are in presentation mode, and that will allow you to do the editing of the settings. If you want to edit the questions themselves or the categories, then you'll want to scroll down, and if you see slide 15 here, these have the categories at the top. So that's where you can actually edit the categories. And so how about a couple people give me a topic? You can unmute yourself and just share. Give me a topic we can type in.
Sports.
All right, sports. And can someone else give me one more?
Countries.
Countries. All right. So we have the these areas our categories, these first two that we've edited. So we'll just leave it there because we do want to allow some time for us to play. Now, if you see it has on this left-hand side, it says category 1. And it also has, starting from slide 16, the different categories. So if you know Jeopardy, you know that you put a statement, or the statement is the question, and then the answer is in the form of a question. So with our category 1, we know it's focused on sports. So this is where you could put any types of sports questions. With Jeopardy, let's go back to this slide. You see that it has smaller numbers listed at the top, and then it has larger numbers as it goes down. So you want to start with questions that are easier for the first category, and then you can continue to go down and make questions more difficult. So let's do a first one. Let's say this sports team is, let me see. This sports team, nope. This professional football team is located in Wisconsin. I spelled that correctly. All right, this professional football team is located in Wisconsin. All right, and then our question, our answer will be in the form of a question. So who are the Green, I should have asked if you all knew the answer. Who are the Green Bay Packers? So that will be the answer listed there, right? And so you can continue to edit and go through the PowerPoint and edit the different categories and their questions. And then you see it moves to category 2 at slide 26. Now, Jeopardy has 2 rounds, so you'd be creating questions for all 2 rounds. So round 2 starts at slide 76. And then it continues and they have the different questions and you create new categories and so forth, right? Now, one of the things I want you all to also understand is that you absolutely positively can just do 1 round, because that's what we typically do when we're doing games or different things for our programs. The other thing is that you can also download an Excel spreadsheet and import the questions from Excel into your PowerPoint. And then you don't even have to worry about going through each and every slide to do the editing. So let's go through some. We've already edited our categories. So we edited 2 categories. We picked sports for category 1 and we picked countries for category 2. Then we edited the question for the first category. So now what I want us to do is look at the settings. And let me share my sound. So we're going to, let me move my toolbar. We're going to go to the settings. And so these have our settings listed here. Now, usually when we play it, we do our score value at classic. So with the classic version, that means the score value for the first round starts at 100, and then the highest point value is 500. The second round will then move to 200, and then go to 1,000. So it was previously on current, and that's why you saw it listed as 200, 400, 600, 800, and 1,000 for the first round. The other thing too is if you've ever watched Jeopardy, then you know that they have daily doubles, which is something that's super cool, where players have the ability to, if they get a question that is a daily double, then they have the ability to place a wager. If they answer the question correctly, then they'll be able to get whatever they wager times 2. And so that is something that's super cool because this game also has it as well. We usually keep it on randomized. So then that way, as we're playing, then it'll pick a random question and then that will be the daily double. However, you can also use your own where you pick which question is a daily double, or you can decide to not have daily double at all. There is also a timer in the game where folks will have a certain amount of time to be able to answer a question. So you could use the timer and you could also edit this to pick how many seconds you want to give them. You can download the Excel template right here where you can import your questions. You can also reset questions as well. There's a lot that you can do when it comes to the settings aspect. So if you move to this next button, which is editing, this talks about being able to edit the question slides. And so with this, you want to make sure you read through it so you understand what you should and shouldn't do. And it has a caution here, which is something that we really want to stress because we've had the experience when we first downloaded it and we were trying to input questions for we were doing a workshop for some teens and it was focused on Xanax and polydrug use. And so we're super excited because we have this game and we're like, we're only going to do round 1 because we only have time for that. So we start going in and we're deleting the questions from round 2. To our surprise, it messed up the entire game and it did not want to play. So even if you decide not to use round 2, or you decide not to use a certain amount of questions or category columns, then just leave them. That's perfectly fine. Just remove the category at the top. So then nothing is said there. And then no one, just tell them like, we aren't going to use this column. So then that way you can still play the game and everything functions in the right way. So you don't want to delete any shapes, don't delete any slides, leave everything how it is. The things that you're editing are the category topics and the question and answer slides. And then it has a button here that focuses on how to use it. So with how to use it, they talk about the Q&A slides. They talk about daily doubles, final Jeopardy. So you could click all of this and then it'll give you information on how you can use these different things. And so you want to make sure you read through this as well. So then that way, as you're explaining it to your participants, they know what they can and can't do. You're also editing it properly and you're good to go. And then this last piece focuses on game rules. So with the game rules, it tells you that you can play it with up to 6 players. We've actually done it with, I think the most we had was maybe around 22 people to play the game. And so we've done it virtually through Zoom, but you can also do this in person as well. With it through Zoom, which we're going to play, we had the participants say buzz, and then the first participant that said buzz, then they were called on and they had an opportunity to answer. And if they got it wrong, then we allowed the next person to say buzz. And then we called on a few people until someone got it right. Or if too many people were going, then we said, okay, we're going to move to the next question, but we showed the answer. So you can figure out how you want to play because, there may be a way that works best for you. And we wanted to play it where multiple people got to play as opposed to it just being only 6 people. And then the last thing I'll say is I recently used this at a youth retreat that I did up north, and it was in person and it was a lot of fun. And I placed them into teams. So 4 teams of 4, I think 4 teams of 4 or 4 teams of 5. And what they did was sit in chairs in rows or columns. And had the first question and then they got up and moved to the back, and then the next person moved up and then they got to answer and so forth. So you can do it in many ways. The point is doing it in a way that really works for you. So we're going to begin the game so you can see our edits. And remember, this is where you do your player setup. So it has 6, so you can pick however many people you want. So we just clicked on 6. You can go in and edit. So we'll say Lanicia and Nora and Alejandra. Okay. And then we have player 2, 4, and 6. Okay. It has our game listed here, and then you see it says view categories. So you'll click that. Sports. Boom. And then countries. And then whatever your other categories are, it will show those. And you just click next, or you can click back if you need to go back to a category. Now you see it shows what we've edited. So we have our sports category, our countries category, and so forth. Now you see it has the names that I inputted in here as well. So you have the ability to keep score on here, or what we do when we have more than 6 players, we just use a piece of paper, and if you get a $300 question right, you get 3 points, $500, 5 points, and so forth. So the other thing too is when you start the game, you need to make sure you click on someone's name or a player's name before you'll even be allowed to click on a point system or a category and a set of points. So we only edited the first one, so we'll click sports for 100. So this professional football team is located in Wisconsin. So you can set the timer if you want, and then it'll go. And then that was really quick. And then you can also click answer, and it'll show your answer right there. And then if you want to go back to the question, then you click clue, answer, shows the answer. You can go back to the game board, which will show the categories. And then it removes the one that you just did. So just understand that. And if you want to add points to someone's score, then you have the ability to press the plus sign and it'll add it, or you can press the negative sign and it'll take it away. And that is it when it comes to the editing. So anybody have any questions on that before we take our last several minutes to play? All right, seeing none, we are going to have Gracie take it away with a game of Jeopardy.
Thank you, Jen. It's not going, Jen. Sorry.
No, that's fine. X out of it. Don't save. And then open it again. And then make sure you have it on the first slide. Yeah, let me tell you, you all, technology has been a challenge for the last week and a half for the team. So we're definitely pushing through.
Yes, not letting me share.
No, that's perfectly fine. All right, so I'm gonna open it up, and Erica and Gracie are going to be on the lookout to double check and make sure to see who says buzz first. So what you're gonna do, I'm gonna pick the first category and pick the first point system. Then you are going to unmute and say buzz. And then they will let me know who the first person is that says buzz. And then you'll have an opportunity to answer the Jeopardy. All right, let's get it going. All right, we're just gonna leave it at 3, but everybody can play. All right, let's view our categories. So we have alcohol and other drugs. Xanax. What am I? Treatments. Healthy alternatives. Self-care. All right, so let's pick an easier one and let's go with oh wait, oops, see, I didn't select a player. Let's go with self-care for 100. Applying masks, taking a nap, going for a walk, treating yourself, and taking a long shower. So someone can say buzz and you can give an answer.
So feel free to unmute yourself. Anybody want to take a chance with it or put buzz in the chat? But the object of the game is to be the first to say buzz. So you'll get the
Buzz?
Lanicia, go ahead.
I'm so confused, but let me try. What is self-care tips?
Well, what is self-care? So you got it correct.
Yeah.
All right. So Lanicia gets 1 point. Congratulations. Now, Lanicia, since you answered that correct, you can pick another category and point system.
Okay. Healthy alternatives for 300.
All right. And so for this, how we play, we allow everyone to answer. So if someone beats Lanicia in saying buzz, even though she picked it, then you still get to answer. So here we go. Something just about everyone needs when overcoming a difficult challenge because it is difficult to do alone.
Oh, buzz.
Go ahead,
Lanicia.
Lanicia.
Oh, shit. What was the topic? What is support?
Wow, awesome job.
No.
I think we have a cheater in here.
Right.
No.
No, good job, Lanicia.
All right, so that's an additional 3 points for you. Now you can pick another category and point system.
What am I for 200?
All right. I have no doors, but I have keys. I have no rooms, but I do have a space. You can enter, but you can never leave. Anybody can answer. I say at this point, somebody buzz and just guess.
Noemi, go ahead.
Keyboard, she got it correct.
All right. Well, let me move my toolbar. Yes, what is a keyboard? All right, 2 points. Now it's your turn. So pick a category and point system.
Alcohol and other drugs for 300.
All righty. Can affect your sense of time and your coordination, impacting things like driving.
What is alcohol?
So make sure you say buzz first.
Oh, buzz. What is alcohol?
No. But good job though. So that is one thing. If you're going to have it virtually, just make sure folks say buzz, because that came up once with another group and then it was like, well, they didn't say buzz. So, somebody else want to guess?
Buzz,
Manuela,
what is marijuana?
You are correct. So that is 3 points for Manuela. Nice. All right. Manuela, pick our next category and point system.
What am I for 100?
All right. You can hear me, raise me, but not touch or see me.
Praise me.
Remember to say buzz, you guys.
You can hear me, raise me, but not touch or see me.
What?
Definitely a tricky one.
Mhm.
All right. Anybody want to give it a shot?
Buzz,
Manuela,
what is your voice?
You are correct. Good job. So that's 100 points added to your score. All right, Manuela, let's pick one more category and point system.
Okay, treatment for 100.
All right. This focuses on motivating the person to stop using drugs or alcohol. Remember, anyone can answer.
Make sure you say buzz.
Buzz?
Lanicia,
Counseling?
You are correct.
Okay.
All right. So I'm just gonna pick let's pick a $500 one as our last one. So Lanicia, since you got it correct, how about you pick a $500 one?
These are hard. Let's do healthy alternatives.
Something that says things that words simply can't and combining sounds.
Something that says things that words simply can't. Combining sounds.
And remember, anyone can answer. All right, we'll give it 10 more seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
1.
All right. So the correct answer was music.
What is, oh.
Yeah, so something that says things that words simply can't and combining sounds. All right. So that's a really cool game that you can play to engage folks, really make it interactive. So we want to encourage you all to use that, use Jeopardy, use some of the other games for the what was it? I just put the poll up, by the way. So please take the poll. This is our evaluation. Something that we used for the holiday party was Family Feud. My sister, if you all came to the Canva one that we did the first week, you saw I had some pictures already in my Canva, and one was an ultrasound. My sister, who found out she was having twins, she wanted to ask her Zoom background, so we did that, but she wanted to do something fun for the family, so we did Jeopardy, and we used twins. So every category was based on twins, but it was like sports and movies and history and celebrities and something else. And so it was really cool because we were playing this twins Jeopardy, but then nobody realized it. And then at the end, they started making comments like, why is everything about twins? Can we have a new topic? Can we get a different category? And so, you know, you can get creative with it and have some fun. So we definitely want to encourage each of you to have the ability to get creative in engaging the folks that you're working with. So with that, we are going to conclude, but take any questions that anyone has before we get off. Oh, and sorry, I apologize. Let's put the link in the chat for everybody so you can take a look at any point. Here you go. So resnickcreative.com/game shows is where you can go to get the PowerPoints. If it doesn't take you to the PowerPoint piece, just go to resnickcreative.com and then you'll have the ability to get to Resnick Creative, click PowerPoints tab, and then scroll through and see they even have a bingo PowerPoint on there as well, where it'll randomize the numbers for you. So if you wanted to project bingo on the screen, you could do that. So that's it. Thank you all very much. And we hope everyone has a fantastic day.
Thank you, everyone.